Hey, Chiropassion Champions, this is Dr. Joe Borio. I wanted to spend a couple of minutes today asking you, and I think sharing with you a couple of thoughts or ideas that I had, and that is on these deadly forces. You know, for somebody who's been a coach, to mentor or lead or inspire or create an environment for a doc to grow and to serve more and impact more over a long period of time, number of years now, 9 years. And somebody who's been around a while, you know, this is unfortunately some grays in the hair, right? So somebody who's been around a while, you want to start to look and find and see where people have damaging effects in their life. Where are forces in people's lives that are hurting them, holding them back? Most people have this view that they, of themselves, that they want to do really well, right? That they want to see something for themselves or for their family that's beyond themselves, and that's awesome. That's great. But what are two deadly forces that prevent that growth in your life? What are two deadly forces that prevent you from reaching that goal? And I know what they are. I know what they are because I see it every single day. I see it as a chiropractor, as a doctor caring for people. I certainly see it, unfortunately, more so for clients or clients that maybe are to-be clients or clients that never came to chiropassion. And that's procrastination and regret. I'm telling you right now, those two forces have caused more loss of life. They've caused more loss of achievement. They've caused more loss of your goals, to reach your goals, to have a greater impact in your life. We're always trying to time it. We're trying to find the right time. We're trying to find the right opportunity. We're trying to make everything just right in order for you to take the next step or the right action. And that's that procrastination. You know what? Geez, I'm going to wait till this, or I'm going to wait till this is right before I do that. And then what happens is that leads to regret, and then your heart's breaking because you're like, damn it, why didn't I do that? I can't tell you the number of practice members. How many patients have you had in your practice that have come in and said, wow, I should have done this years ago? That's procrastination and regret. You know what? The cemetery is filled with procrastination and regret. People that never got under chiropractic care, people that never took better care of themselves, right? People that are going bankrupt, people that are having all kinds of business problems, people that are having trouble growing their practices, chiropractors. What? They're filled with procrastination and regret. And I'm not trying to hammer you, I'm not trying to knock you down, but we forget. We look at it, you know what, I'm going to do that next week. You know what, I'm going to make that decision in a month from now. You know what, now's not the right time. Listen, growth and achievement come with pressure, pain, and stress. It sucks. It does. I wish I could tell you, listen, hey, join Chiropassion, and I'll tell you what, it's going to be an easy road. You're going to watch 2 videos, you're going to learn 2 scripts, and my God, everything's going to be perfect for you, and everything's going to be great. That's not how it works. I wish it was, but that's not how it works. What it's going to require, it's going to require some effort and some time. It's going to create certainly some discomfort. You're going to have some great wins. You're going to have some losses. You're going to absolutely go through a transformation. Listen, most people are looking to, hey, geez, what can I do to grow my practice? Just a little bit. A couple of bumps in the road. Hey, just a little bit. That's the wrong mindset. You can't dig, one of my favorite analogies, and hopefully it works for you guys. You can't dig a whole bunch of ditches all day long by using a shovel, the same shovel. So the profession has a skill set. That's the shovel, right? So we're like, wow, I want to see more people. I want to serve more people. I want to help more people with chiropractic care. So I'm going to use the same shovel. I'm just going to work harder. No. Put the shovel down. You need a backhoe. You need to come up with a whole new skill set. You need to come up with different ways to communicate. You need to come up with different ways to talk to people. You got to change your mindset. You got to get a shift in your headspace of who needs care and why they need care. You got to get concerned. You got to recognize that subluxation is significant and it's a problem. And then you got to become responsible. But listen, we can all wait and say, listen, next year, next month, where do you want to be next year? View your life right now. Forget listening to me. Where do you want to be? Next year, what does that bring? Do you want to be in the same place you are now? And maybe you might say, hey, today's not a bad day, so maybe it's the same place is better. I don't view that. I view that we're here to grow. I believe we're here to create a bigger impact. I believe that our journey is meant for us to be bigger and better and more successful. Because the more successful you are as a chiropractor, the bigger impact and the more influence you're going to have, and the more people you can tend to and take care of, and the more powerful we are as a profession to bring innate intelligence and universal intelligence and the idea of subluxation and the conception that any type of interference to the nervous system greatly jeopardizes human potential. Like, when we can start thinking that way, that's when we're going to have a bigger influence on people. But I'll tell you right now, it starts with you taking action, and us waiting till tomorrow, and us putting it off till tomorrow, and us living in procrastination and regret is not going to get us there. It's not going to get us there. And unfortunately, we operate under this survival mentality where, we're thinking about what do I need to survive, and much of our actions are based minimally on the action related to survival rather than action of growth. We're not thinking that, wow, what do I need to do to have an impact? What do I need to do to really make a difference? Forget me, eliminate me in the equation. What do I need to do to make a massive impact in what I do as a person, as a human being, as a chiropractor that you're blessed to be, and in the profession, and to humanity? What's my legacy? What am I trying to leave as a legacy to people? And I'll tell you, as a coach working with docs that never become clients, that I talk to so many people, I see them at an event next year, how are things going? Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed in their life. In fact, many times time has passed and things have gotten worse. So then they'll call me back and say, listen, everything's a disaster, help me out. It doesn't have to be there. The greatest football team in a conference at the end of the season, before the Super Bowl, they don't take 2 weeks off for the Super Bowl, right? What do? They train harder. The best athletes and the best teams work harder and train harder for the 2 weeks that lead up to the Super Bowl so they can perform even at a higher level than they did for the conference championship. So we got to start adopting that mentality as chiropractors, right? We got to start thinking, geez, you know what? Hey, maybe things are good, but they could be better. Maybe I'm doing great, but I could be greater. Maybe I'm struggling. Well, listen, I don't want to live with procrastination or regret. I want to have a bigger impact in the profession. I want to have a bigger impact for my family. I think more of myself. I'm going to raise the standard of myself so that next year isn't a repeat of this year. And then 5 years from now, when I look back, I'm going to get to enjoy it 2 times. 1, the journey I had to go 5 years. 2, when I reflect back, how proud I am of myself of what I was able to accomplish. Because you know what? I didn't procrastinate, and I refused that standard of living in regret. That's what Chiropassion Consulting is about. That's when I talk about the birthplace of champions. I specifically pick that terminology because I truly believe that Chiropassion and what I bring to you and what our group brings to you is exactly that. It's a crucible. It's a place where you're going to get heated up, you're going to get challenged, but it's a place that you're going to transform and you're going to become the best version of your former self. So that next year is better than this year, 5 years is even better than the last 5. And then when you look forward in your life is going to be so much better. I'd love for you to join us. Certainly check us out. Listen, there's a link right above or below here, and you could give me a reach out. I'll do a coaching call with you. You want to spend a little time on the phone with me? I'd love to do that. I want to hear your story. I want to hear why you're a chiropractor. I want to hear what's going on that's great, maybe some things that aren't going so great. Where do you want to be next year? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And we could talk about what Chiropassion and this awesome group of docs that you'd be part of when you join and become a member of our group, what we can do to get you there. If you're ready to join right now, if you resonate with me, if you're like, wow, I like what this guy's got to say, I like his group, I've been watching his videos, you can check us out on YouTube, check out my Facebook, whether it's Chiropassion or Joe Borio, watch some of my stuff. Hey, I really like this guy, and I love his group, and I like his message, and it's a group I want to be part of, and it's a group where I know that I'm going to build some strength to do greater things than I ever imagined, then you can just go right on the website. You can join us now. You'll get an email link. You're immediately part of the group. And I'll tell you what, you're going to get on a coaching call with me almost instantaneously. And you and I, again, we could talk about your story. We could talk about where you're at, where you want to go, and what we need to do in order to get you. It'd be an honor to have you part of Chiropassion Consulting. Certainly, it's an honor to have you as a colleague, as a chiropractor. And I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a great day. Thank you for loving what I love. And Buona Pasqua. Have a great Easter. And I'll talk to you guys here in the next couple of weeks.